morning, everybody. This is Goat Talk. William Tingle here with the lovely Lolita Sheriow. Good morning, lovely Lolita.
Hey, good morning, wonderful William. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great. I got to share this with you. My wife's going to kill me, but I was in the fast food industry for 20 years, and I had this teenage girl that worked for me one time, and she was all flirty and everything. I was 16 or 17 years old, and she used to say to me, she said, "You know why you're called William?" And I said, "No, why?" She said, "Because you're yummy."
Nice.
Jody's gonna die. But anyway, yeah, that's so yeah, that's what I was, yummy for a while. So anyway, I was younger. I was younger and skinnier at the time.
I hear you. Yeah. I hear you.
It's okay. Hey, good morning, Tammy. Carla, good to see you. Matt's a fan. He's here for every Goat Talk, man. He needs a special prize.
That's awesome. Good morning. That's cool.
Yeah, great to see you guys. Hey, happy tax day.
Right.
Yeah, everybody's writing those checks to the IRS unless you file those extensions. It's happy day. Happy day. Hope y'all aren't crying too much this morning.
Right.
Lisa. Okay, so Lolita is spending an hour with us this morning. She's going to talk to us about how to grow your real estate investing business using social media and video. Man, she's an expert on that. Let me just let her introduce herself. If you don't already know her, I don't know why you don't. She's great. So tell us about yourself, Lolita.
Sure. Again, William, thank you so much for inviting me. You know I love you to death, man. And good morning and hello to everyone. If you're watching the replay, I'm Lolita Sheriow, also known as Take Action Lo. Been a full-time real estate investor since 2007. It's been a journey, but my business partner and I have been a part of over about 700 real estate transactions, and we've done everything from wholesaling to buy, fix, and flip to buy and hold, and of course, subject to. And who better is to learn that from William? I love William, but my very first deal was a subject to deal. But, you know, as far as social media and video marketing, I really got interested in that more so about 10 years ago. I got really a little bit more serious about it. Started my YouTube channel. I've been very active in learning and investing to learn more about how to leverage social media marketing, video marketing over the years. Probably more so in the last 3 years, I got really more serious about it. And it's been a game changer for our business. And I'm excited to talk about it. As we all know, times have changed since March of 2020 with COVID that pretty much shut down everything. And I'm just glad that we kind of positioned ourselves in our business months before to be okay. So I'm really excited to kind of share what we've been doing and how we've been helping clients, and hopefully, you know, some of these things will help you guys as well.
Absolutely. I know we've tried to do more with video and things like that, and it's impacted our business. So I mean, obviously I know I talked to you about it probably a year ago. So we're trying to do more, and it's a great thing. And the nice thing about it is you can do a lot of it for free. So
absolutely.
If you don't have a lot of money, you can. Hey, good morning, Mark, Yvette, Zaya, good to see you, Lisa. Hey guys, yeah, good morning. Hey, you guys share this, tag a friend. Let's get some folks in here. As always, if you participate, bring some people over here. Lolita's got an awesome freebie for y'all. So let's get rolling. Let's show these guys how they can implement social media and help them in their business. So in your opinion, which social media platforms should you focus on to generate leads if you're just getting started?
Sure. If you're just getting started, you really need to be on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. So, and if you're just starting out, I know you're like, woof, but you at least need to set up your social media profiles on all these pages. Which one to focus on first? If you're not camera shy and you're okay with being in front and doing videos like this, I would encourage you to jump into the YouTube game, and I'll explain why here shortly. But if not, then you definitely want to maximize Facebook. And one of the things that you can do, you can create a group. You can create a group, a page, and you can start teaching. You can start sharing tips. You can do interviews like this with other industry experts, or even testimonial videos with clients, to be able to build that know, like, and trust factor very quickly. And it's a huge advantage over your competition, because you still have a lot of people that's on social media, but they don't know how to leverage it. They don't know how to use it. And for Facebook, again, because a lot of times people have problems with, I don't know what type of content to create. I don't know how often to post. Well, again, I just shared some ideas of what you can post. And if you can post at least 2 or 3 times a week, then that is a really strong start. And again, it's about consistency. But one of the things about Facebook groups, for example, you're like, well, I don't know what type of group, and I'm throwing out some nuggets for you guys. So hopefully, you listen at this again or take some notes. But I'm sharing exactly what we've done, what we're doing, and also what we've done to help other clients. As far as a Facebook group or a Facebook page, let's start with the business page. I'll go back. Start with the business page. If you're an investor and you want to get more seller leads in a certain area, then you want to create a Facebook business page specifically targeted to that area. So if it's We Buy Houses Fast, Fort Worth, Texas, just an idea, or wherever you are, then that's what you need to name it, right? And then what you want to do is start creating content that's relevant to Fort Worth. And if it's sellers that you want to attract, you want to start sharing tips to help homeowners that may have questions on whether they should sell their house, especially in today's market, whether they should list it, whether they should sell it themselves. You can share testimonial videos. So there's a lot of different things that you can do to start building your followers specific to your niche and to your target area. So if any of you have any questions on that, let me know.
Okay, well, we do have a couple of questions. You brought up an excellent point about testimonials, and I've been telling students this for years. And back in the day, it was get a written testimonial, and that's still a good thing. But now video's the thing. And if you want some instant credibility, you get a seller talking about how you came in, saved the day, bought the house, took care of their problems, and you get all that stuff on your channel. But Matt does have a question. Sure. And hey, Paul, hey, Phil, we got Tasty Goat this morning, no doubt. So Matt's question is, what do you talk about on YouTube if you own a business?
So what is your business? Talk about your business. Again, if you are a real estate investor, or let's go with the realtor. So I'm sure there's licensed realtors on here / investors as well. If you're a realtor, and you want to attract sellers and buyers for lead generation from your Facebook page, again, an example would be, even if you're out in the field, you're doing a video walkthrough of a property, you want to go live. You want to talk about the specifics of that house. And maybe if it's a new community, talk about the community. Is it a 55 plus community? Are the houses priced under, $300,000? I know here in the DFW area, if you can find houses under $300,000 right now, you're going to have a slew of a niche market, a group of folks that's going to reach out to you, call you, ask you questions, opt in, whatever, the call to action is on that post to possibly do business with you. So that's just an example. Also, if you're out in a restaurant in that certain area and you want to highlight, well, this is a great place to open, they're COVID compliant, they wear masks. If you're worried about that, you can come in, they're open, you can spotlight, that particular restaurant. But the thing is, you're giving relevant content and you're active and you're showing your followers, okay, I'm working hard out here, and I'm also providing good content and updated information about the Fort Worth market that can help you. So guess what? When they get ready to sell, or when they get ready to buy a house in that area, in your target area, they'll reach out. And we've seen this happen time and time again.
Right. And I know that this gets a little bit deeper into the specifics of marketing, but if you're putting that YouTube video out there, you need to think about a searchable term for your title, like a great restaurant in Dallas, Fort Worth, or something like that, that's going to get people when the search term to click on that thing and look at it for sure.
Absolutely. Let's talk about YouTube. I love YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, you have to understand, is leveraging and really understanding tags, titles, and descriptions. Okay, to properly optimize for local SEO. I know you're probably saying, okay, Lolita, what does that mean? SEO, search engine optimization. So when somebody goes on Google and they type in, thinking of selling my house in Fort Worth, well, guess who you want them to see first? You. So when they type in that tagline, and there's ways that you can search popular keywords and keyword phrases of what people are searching on a monthly basis, then you can create a video around that keyword or that keyword phrase. And you enter that particular keyword and similar keyword phrases in your tags, your titles, and description. And now you have a strong optimized video. And with YouTube, you have a longer shelf life because it's there. So they can search for that keyword tomorrow. They can search for that keyword in a month. They can search for that same keyword phrase in a year. And if it's properly optimized, then your video will be at the top on page one for videos. And that's the power of YouTube. And I love YouTube for that reason alone, is because it has longer shelf life than maybe video content on other platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, where it may be live and hot for the first 24 hours. And then you got to continue to post content to stay relevant. But if you want longer shelf life, then you really want to optimize strong videos that people are searching for those keywords, so they can reach out to you and do business. I have videos on there that I did several years ago, a few months ago, that still get, hundreds of views per month. And it's just, and they're there to stay, they're sticking, but they're still producing for us. They're still getting views. So YouTube for sure is the way I would start out. If you're just getting started out, don't be afraid of video. Video is the #1 most consumed content on the planet. And it's not going anywhere.
Morning, Ken. Good to see you here. Hey, afraid of video? Gosh, Jody never got me on video. I didn't even have a webcam up until like a year and a half ago. I just didn't. Right. Rudy asked, how do you find more information about what to post? Let's just take this opportunity. Lolita, you've got a social media group that teaches people how to do this. Give everybody where they can go here on Facebook and interact with you every day.
Sure. If you are a realtor, real estate investor, you can go to Video Marketing Strategies for Realtors and Real Estate Investors. That is my private Facebook group with me and my business partner, Carla Johnson, who's a licensed realtor and investor. And on a weekly basis, every Tuesday, we do Q&A, and we talk about these things. Heavy on the video marketing, but we also talk about social media marketing and everything from Facebook to Instagram, LinkedIn. We started talking a little bit about TikTok. And I don't want to overwhelm everybody, because I don't want people to think, oh my God, I got to be on all these and post every day on all of these. That's overwhelming. No. But if you're kind of easing into it, I would say video. If you get out of your fear, you'll probably have a whole lot more success, if you will, as well as, generating leads for free by leveraging YouTube and shooting those videos, and then also leveraging Facebook and creating a business page and optimizing it.
Okay. Hey, Marcia, she's going to come back when we're done and post that link here in the live, so you guys can get right over there to it. Hey, Matt asked a question. How long does it take to beat the SEO of a site like Zillow? I don't think we got enough money to do that. That's just
correct. Yeah, William already answered that.
That's not in reality right there.
Well, that's not necessarily how you want to look at it. You're not trying to beat out Zillow. There's absolutely no way that you're going to do it. But what you're trying to do is to stand out on top and in front of your competition.
Right.
So once you understand how to optimize videos and create those keywords and phrases that sellers and buyers are searching for every day on YouTube and Google, then you'll be all right. I promise.
Yeah. Phil asked, how you feel about hosting your videos on Vimeo as opposed to YouTube? I think YouTube's the champ, isn't it?
Yeah, YouTube is the champ. So it's top of the line.
Yeah.
So I would stay with YouTube for sure.
Yeah.
So it's number one.
Yeah. Hey, Marcia, Gail, Lolita's going to come in here, like I said, when we're done, and she's going to post a link in the comments directly to her page. So we can get y'all over there so y'all can join that group, because it's a great group. I'm in there too. So, all right. Excellent. Hey guys, like us, give us a heart, ask your questions in here. We want to get those answered this morning. How often should you post? I mean, like I said, and you're right. You brought up, if you're new, you don't want to be overwhelmed or anything. And my advice would be, and this is what I do when I'm overwhelmed with, I've really got to post on 6 social media platforms. I don't have enough time to do that and buy any houses. Pick one and get started. When you have a little more time, pick the second one and that sort of thing. But how often should you post on those, Lolita?
Sure. For YouTube, I would say do a video a week to start. If you can do 2 or 3 a week, the more the better, especially if you properly optimize your videos. I know a colleague of mine who was a new realtor, and excuse me, he got onto YouTube. He learned the strategies. He learned how to optimize his videos. His first year, 250,000 is what he made as a first year realtor. So, and he did it all leveraging YouTube and YouTube videos. So it's that powerful. If you like anything, you take massive action on it. Once you learn it and be consistent with it, it'll pay off for you. And again, you have to remember the shelf life of those videos. They're there forever until either the YouTube goes away, which I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Yeah.
Or maybe you stop doing business. So that's what I would suggest. 1 video a week to start.
Right. Hey, Jared, good to see you. Marcia, Gail, good to see you this morning. So Tanya asked, how do you tag a YouTube video?
So with tags, what I recommend is using a tool called TubeBuddy. So that is what I use when I go in and I want to research a certain topic of what to talk about. I'll research it. I'll see what other YouTubers are doing that maybe have bigger channels or have higher ranking or more views, and kind of get an idea and a feel of what I can target. But TubeBuddy is a great way to plug in certain keyword phrases, and it'll give you a gauge of, yep, this is great, excellent, that you can use in your title and your tag and your descriptions, or not so great. So it's a fantastic tool to take out the guesswork and also to eliminate you from wasting time of doing videos that maybe no one's going to see, or they're going to research or Google.
Okay, great. All right. So, and TubeBuddy will go in. That's a pretty low cost. I mean, I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think it starts out like 27, maybe $30 a month.
Right. Yeah. But it'll give you the keywords and everything that you need to have in there to help you get found.
Absolutely. And it'll also pull tags that you can use in the description of your video as well. So yeah, it's a great tool. Right.
I know we talked a little bit earlier about content to post, and obviously, I mean, most people in here are real estate investors, and I see 1,000 different things to do. I mean, if you want to, if you're talking about people in foreclosure, I can see the headline now. Are you in foreclosure in Dallas, Fort Worth? We can help. How to sell your house. And then there you are with a 2-minute video in front of a house you just bought. Hey, are you in foreclosure? This seller just called us 48 hours away from the auction. We were able to come in, buy the house, give them some cash, save the day, get things taken care of. We can do that for you too. Call us at the number below. I mean, you're talking about a short video, introduce yourself, of course, add some things to it. But a few things like that are pretty powerful when people are looking for somebody to help them.
Absolutely. And again, the consistency of it. And let me tell you something about testimonial videos. 2019 was a very hard year for me personally, for our business, for my business partner. Just, we had deaths in the family. I mean, it was a hard year. And one of the things that pretty much single-handedly helped us to make adjustments and pivots to our business, and for 2020, we pretty much doubled what we did plus in 2019. And it was video marketing. It was using and understanding how to leverage social media marketing and doing it on a consistent basis. And one of the main videos that we started leveraging more was testimonial videos. You have to understand when you have it's, a lot of people get tired of hearing you talk about you. A lot of people don't want that. They get turned off from it. But when you have other people that talk about you, that talk about their experience of working with you, when they share how you made the process easy for them to buy or sell their house, or you help them make an additional 10 or 15,000 on the sale of their property, that 100 times over will help you build the know, like, and trust factor. And it helps to attract more leads for your business. And what I've also found is people share. They share those videos. Case in point, we just posted a new testimonial video of a buyer, new custom home here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And when we shared that video, they shared it. The client, she shared it, her family shared it, and we started getting calls. And we got about 6 leads directly from just sharing it with her. She was so excited. She was happy and thrilled that we put it together for that. She shared it with her other friends, and they just they kept sharing it. And this without paying, any money to run an ad for it or boost it or anything. But that's just the power in it. So I would encourage everyone, if you have not started asking for testimonials from your clients, then I highly recommend to do that. It's a game changer, and it will help you stand out, and it will help people to start trusting you more, because number one, they don't know you, but when other people talk about you, they're like, okay, let's do some more investigating and reach out to them and give them a shot.
Absolutely. My beautiful bride has a question.
Sure.
Can we still optimize videos after they've been up for a while?
Sure. I've gone on YouTube on past videos and changed up some of the keywords and tags that I originally had to optimize it better. And like for YouTube, they're huge on the thumbnails. So when you see, and you can hopefully, you guys can check out my YouTube channel as well, and you can see the progression over the years and things I've changed and modified, even with my thumbnails, to be more attractive, because you have to understand we're visual. And that's one thing that YouTube weighs on as well, is how well is your thumbnail attractive to people? And believe it or not, when you do expressive faces like this or whatever, they like that. YouTube gives you points for that. They really do. So, you can go in on videos in which we've done, months or years ago, and even change out and get a more attractive thumbnail to stand out. Because when you Google something and you click videos, you're going to have all these videos that's lined up of everybody that's done the same thing, right? The same content of whatever you're Googling. But the thumbnail that jumps out is the one that's most attractive and captures your attention. So that's just a tip there. But yeah, you can do it, to answer your question.
It's funny you do that, but all those funny faces and stuff. Yeah. And, Chris Chico's like the master of that, isn't he? I mean, with all those.
I love Chris. Yes, I love Chris. But that's why he does it.
Yeah. Yeah. So Matt asked, what's the difference in having a company who does SEO for you compared to doing it yourself?
Your pocketbook.
Yeah, that's right.
So, if you are limited on money, and on funds, and don't have a big marketing budget, or you can't afford to pay an SEO or digital marketing agency to do it, then you need to learn it yourself.
Yeah.
And that's one, thing that you can do. If you want to join our free group, like I said, on Tuesdays, Carl and I are there for about 35 minutes, maybe to an hour sometimes if we get, a lot of questions, and we share tips. And sometimes we'll even show you, we'll go in the back and we'll show you what we've done or things that we've done and results that we've received with our videos or any of our social media content.
I just posted the link to the group, by the way, so you guys can see that in the thread right now. So anyway, yeah. So you guys get over there and join that group. Hey, if y'all have any questions about this, go ahead and throw them in here. We've got some stuff to go over, but we want to get all your questions answered on that. So yeah. So the crazy thumbnails, I know those are really eye-catching and
Yes.
kind of goofy. So all right. So what is a good budget to generate seller leads on Facebook? If you have a few dollars to throw at it, what do you think is a good amount to be worthwhile to get something done?
Right now, if you're going to run ads for seller leads, you definitely have to have a strategy behind that. You just can't throw up one ad and expect to generate a lot of seller leads. That's not how it works.
Right.
It costs right now an average between 25 and I'd say $30 up to about $50 per lead on Facebook.
And that's just a lead.
Sellers. And that's just a lead. That he's exactly right. But what I can share with you is when you create a Facebook business page, again, that's specific. We Buy Houses, Fort Worth, Texas, whatever you want to name it for your particular area, and you start posting content. And even if you just want to boost, I know a lot of people are not big on boosting, but boosting brings awareness to a post. So if you have a really good 1 minute quick video that you created to share 3 tips with sellers to help them get more money for selling their house. And let's say you want to get more exposure, you can boost it. You can boost it, spend, I'd say about $5 a day for about a week. Boost it so it can get more awareness and more exposure to people that's possibly interested in selling or thinking about selling their house, so they can start seeing you. And as you create content on a weekly basis and sharing with people what you do, then you'll be surprised. You can start getting DMs from people that say, hey, I'm thinking about selling my house, and I saw your video. And when is a good time to talk?
Right.
But if you think about this, if you don't have the budget to pay for paid advertising or to pay someone else to do it for you, then you're going to have to put in the time. That's it.
Well, that's the same as with anything. I mean, more people found themselves in a situation where they've got time or they've got money. I mean, really, it's one of the two. And going back to Matt's question about SEO, SEO work can be very expensive. And what a lot of people don't understand is SEO is not an event. It's a process.
Right.
You don't just go, okay, put me 10,000 backlinks and 5,000 of this and whatever, boom, and you're done. You're at the top of the thing. And unless you have a very obscure keyword that you're targeting.
Right. And that's why it's so important. Yeah. Well, I was just going to share. That's why it's so important to take advantage of these platforms that have great organic reach, and growth for your particular post. Right. LinkedIn is great. They recently changed their algorithm about a year ago, I believe, and they've made it, better for when you make posts, it gets a bigger organic reach. So even posting on LinkedIn is a great way to get more eyes on your video post or your just regular text or image post. Instagram as well, and especially TikTok. But I do want to share with Instagram, the purpose of Instagram is for your branding. So, because a lot of people are like, I don't know what to post here. I don't know what to post there. But with Instagram, it's more for personal branding and sharing your journey, especially with Instagram stories. So not only, like, for example, if you're putting a contract together, do a short little video showing that you're doing that, right? Also, if you're in front of a property that you just sold, take a picture of that and post it as a part of your journey. Now you're showing your journey. You're letting people see a little bit of behind the scenes. And that's the purpose really of Instagram. And again, I would post at least 2 or 3 times per week. But as for the Instagram stories, think of it as like a uncut movie, it's kind of raw footage of behind the scenes of your life and of your business.
Yep. And
it's very effective. Yeah.
They're super interested in what's going on behind the scenes. They're nosy. They want to know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey.
But you give them an opportunity to not only see you, but for them to get to know you and what you're doing and how you operate. You can even show, so like me, I love to work out. So I'll share videos of me in my garage, gym, punching on the bag, maybe a couple times a week. But that's a part of my journey. That's a part of my routine. In addition to maybe sharing when I'm doing interviews like this,
Right.
or tips on talking to a seller I just got off the phone with and what happened. So, so there's just things like that, just to give you an idea.
Right. So Sammy and Jared said they've both gone over and signed up for your group. So,
Awesome.
yeah, great. Everybody get over there.
Welcome.
It's totally free. A lot of information on how to get this stuff done. Hey, Farouk, good to see you on here. Walter says he noticed LinkedIn has a Facebook style to it now.
Oh, yeah. So, and just like all of them, they're making changes, they're making adjustments. It's kind of a competitive thing, I think, with some of these social media profile sites. They're trying to do what's working and add to what's working for the other profile sites, just like TikTok. TikTok is going through some changes now as well. I think they're getting ready to add paid advertising. Yep. And what's so cool about TikTok, I don't know how many of you are on there. I just got on there. I've been on there, but I've started posting a little bit more, like once or twice a week. I can't do 2 or 3 times a day. I just can't. But what I love about TikTok is not only does it have a younger audience, and I know some people will be like, well, 17-year-olds are not buying houses, but guess what? They will be in the next 5 years. They have parents that have houses. They have grandparents that have houses that maybe need to sell. And believe it or not, if you're on there and, you just kind of being yourself, or you're sharing value, sharing what you do, they will refer you.
Yeah.
They will. True. And I've seen that happen. Yeah. So go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, Marcia, Farouk said they've been over to your group. So yeah, you guys awesome. Get over there and get in that group. Hey, Matt asked, what about hosting meetings in Clubhouse? Now, Clubhouse has been a big disappointment for me because I'm an Android user. So I haven't been in a Clubhouse group yet.
I hear you. Well, I have. I do love Clubhouse, and I do know some colleagues of mine that are doing really well over there. My thing is that you only got so much time in the day.
That's right.
I've been on Clubhouse. I've been in groups, in the groups and participated. But one thing about Clubhouse, I remember one day I got on, and it was a great panel. And I think they were talking about marketing. Man, I looked up and 3 hours had gone by. I was like, oh no, I can't do this. But it was great information. Right. But if you don't watch it, you can spend a ton of time on Clubhouse. And for me, at this point, we're going to add it to our routine, to our calendar. But I don't spend a ton of time there. Here's an example. I was invited to be on a panel on Clubhouse. I think it's next week. So I will join and be a part of that panel on Clubhouse. Right. But as far as, getting in there on a daily or weekly basis, on a consistent basis, I haven't done that yet. Yeah. The things that I'm sharing with you that we are doing has been and is consistently being effective and working for us. Right. So I guess that's my answer for that. But I do like it. I do like it. So.
Yeah. So Lisa says TikTok is her favorite platform. Sammy says he's a guilty Clubhouse junkie.
Oh,
I don't know, man. I don't know. I hear a lot of stuff about it, and that it's getting salesy now. But you're not supposed to sell on Clubhouse. That's right. They say.
Yep.
But people are going to find a way.
Yeah, it just depends on the groups, I think. But again, you have to. I'm at a stage in my business, William, 14 years in the game, learned a lot, highs and lows, failures, successes, failures again. I learned that you have to work what works for you and be consistent with that. And that's where I'm at.
Right. Yeah. At some point there are just too many platforms. There are too many niches in real estate that you got to pick something that works for you, that you like to do. And that's important. If you hate TikTok or you hate Instagram, don't do it. Focus on the ones that you really like and just do the heck out of those.
Absolutely. Because well, the key thing is, as entrepreneurs, it's all about being and staying relevant. And you need to understand how to properly use and leverage technology.
Right.
So that at the end of the day, that's the bigger picture.
Right.
And in the environment, in the climate, in the society that we're in order to survive and thrive and scale, you have to be on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to leverage the tools and the platforms where everybody's at. So, and just like William said, you pick one, pick two, master it, learn it, grow it, and then you can start, playing with the other ones.
Right. Matt asked, where do you learn about marketing? Do you use Udemy?
Udemy. Oh, I've heard of Udemy. Yeah, I've been on there. Honestly, I invested in a mastermind group a few years ago that I'm still a part of. That's pretty high end, high level, that helped me to learn and understand Facebook advertising and video marketing. And from that, we have, created our private Facebook group, my business partner and I, to also teach what we learned and implemented with others. So if you really want to learn this self-paced, it depends on your budget.
Right.
You can use those type of sites. I mean, hell, you can go to YouTube and Google and learn.
Right.
But if you really want to learn it, you really want to plug into more of a mastermind type of group that specializes in mastering social media marketing, video marketing. And again, our private group, we do that. We do teach those techniques.
That's what I was going to say. Start with an expert like Lolita. Go join her group. It won't cost you a nickel.
Nope.
And you can spend time with her and ask her. And if I know anything about her, if you messaged her with a question on something they didn't cover, she would probably take time and explain it to you. So get over there and get in that group. So Matt also had a follow-up question. If you had to just pick one platform, what would it be? I think I know the answer to that. I think it's YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
YouTube. And I shared why earlier.
Right.
I mean, it's unmatched when it comes to free organic traffic. And when you understand how to connect those pieces and really, understand search engine optimization and how to get the right eyeballs on what you want them to look at. So if a seller, for example, if a seller says, man, I need to sell my house fast for whatever reason, divorce, foreclosure, behind on payments, job loss, you can have those 3 different type of videos that you've created on tips on how to do that. And when they search that, they'll pull up your video. And at the end of it, your call to action could simply be, reach out to me for a free consultation. Love to answer any questions you have.
Right.
Powerful. And you hadn't spent a dime. You spent your time.
Yep.
But you hadn't spent a dime.
That's right. And it doesn't, and this was interesting. I follow Frank Kern. I mean, what marketer doesn't? Frank's just one of those people. He's, you can just see his video. He's super likable for some reason, probably because he's from the South, but anyway, I mean, he's super likable. He's been doing it forever. And I watched a video of him recently and he's like, listen, guys, get in front of the camera. It doesn't have to be complicated. 95% of the time, this is what I use. And he held up his phone. He said, the only reason I'm not using it right now is because I needed to show it to you in this video. So just take your phone, go out and do some stuff. So Farouk asked, what would you say would be the best topics to generate content about buying houses? I think you just gave 3 or 4 excellent examples. Just pick topics that people would be searching for if they're in distress.
Absolutely. And just go to Google.
Yep.
You can go to Google Trends. You can type in, different topics, subjects, see what's trending. Also, I was reading, was it yesterday? A couple days ago, where the Google search for when is the housing market going to crash? Something like that, jumped to over 2,000% of people that searched that particular keyword phrase. Right. So to me, that's light bulbs, because also it's predicted, and no one knows, that towards the end of this year or the beginning of 2022, you're going to have a lot of people that's going to want to sell their houses. So what better way to be in a position with properly optimized videos with different keywords and titles that's specific to those questions that sellers have. Is this the right time to sell? Knowing when the right time to sell. 5 tips on when the right time to sell your house, or anything like that, where they're going to be searching. So you can always check Google Trends. You can always check what's going on in the news, what's being talked about, what's some of the top topics that's being talked about in real estate investing in your area. So that's a great way to do a little bit of research to get an idea. Also, you can Google frequently asked questions from homeowners or sellers, especially divorce. You know, most frequently asked questions are people going through divorce that have real estate or that have houses. And what you can do is pick those particular questions and answer those questions by creating video content that does that.
Yep. Hey, Rudy, good for you. He just requested to join Lolita's group. It's great.
Awesome. Thank you,
Love
Rudy.
it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Walter said, Facebook has limited real estate ads to a 15-mile radius. Do you know a good way to target down to a mile or two? And Ethan said you can do a pin drop and set your radius.
You can do pin drops.
Right.
The thing about creating Facebook ads, for housing, that's what they have it now. You know, Facebook has made some changes over the last few years, but the key, it doesn't matter the radius. So 15 miles, I'm fine with it. I don't care. I can do that. I can go out further. But the thing is, let me give you an example. Let's say we want to run a campaign to target sellers. So I can create a video view campaign, and each objective for Facebook ads are different. Meaning that if I create a video view ad, the purpose of that particular ad is to get the eyeballs, whoever looks at that video, 3 seconds or more, after about 5 to 7 days of that ad running, what I'm going to do is create a custom audience out of everyone that looked at that video. 3 seconds, 10 seconds, 25% of the video, 50% of the video. And then what I'm going to do is create another ad, and I'm going to retarget that particular group of folks that looked at it. And that second ad may be a lead generation ad, because now I'm going from a cold audience to maybe a little bit warmer audience. And then from that second ad, what I'm going to do is to create another custom audience. Y'all following me? This right here is jewels. I paid a lot of money to learn this.
Oh, yeah.
Is create another custom audience from that particular ad. And then what I'm going to do is create another ad and retarget that group of folks. Now we got semi-hot, possibly. So that's the key. So it doesn't matter on the restrictions of radius and all of that, because I know that if I'm running an ad to a cold audience, it's for data purposes. So I'm just creating the data at this point to a certain point, and I'm just going to create a custom audience and a lookalike audience, and I'm going to retarget them. So the magic is in the retargeting.
Right.
And if you want to learn more, again, join our group. We talk about it.
That's right. Hey, Anthony said he just joined. So great.
Awesome.
Good for
Thanks,
you,
Anthony.
Anthony. Yeah, Google, great nugget. Google trending questions, create content answering those questions. And back to when we were talking about YouTube earlier about all the traffic. I mean, it's the king. I mean, where does everybody go? I do the same. If I want to know how to do something, the first thing I'm doing is going to YouTube. I want to see a video. And that's what everybody else does too, whether they want to sell their house or anything else. So
absolutely.
How Walter asked, how do you know who viewed that pixel? By the pixel? Is that how you know when you retarget?
Sure. Well, you can log into your business, your back end in your ads account, and it'll tell you how many. I don't think it'll tell you who, but it'll tell you, how many times your pixel has been fired, meaning each person that goes and clicks on your website. For example, if I create an ad and my call to action is for them to click and go to my website, then for everyone that clicks and goes to my website, the pixel is fired. So guess what? Now I got them. So when I get ready to create a custom audience and retarget them, then they're going to be right there, right? And so when I create another ad, then they're going to see that ad from here on out. So that's how, if you see an ad off of it, and then like the next day or the day after, you may see the same person, but it's another ad. Well, that's a retargeted ad. And that's because you clicked on the call to action to their website from the first ad.
Right. I'm telling you, you know, I saw a meme yesterday, and it's really the truth. It says my favorite online shopping method right now is to just scream out the name of what I'm looking for and wait for Facebook to send me ads. I mean,
That's hilarious.
it's funny. Yes, Marcia, I agree. This is great stuff. Walter said, ask for the group name. My bride just posted it right above here, so you can get over to Lolita's group and get in there. Because I know you guys talk about all this stuff a lot more in depth.
Oh, yeah.
Inside your group about the
Absolutely.
retargeting and how to do that and everything. So.
And we answer questions just like this too. So, yeah, every Tuesday, 7:30 Central Standard Time.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Walter, you're right. We need to get and learn how to use a pixel. So get over to Lolita's group and start asking some questions. I know she's going to do some training on that. So yeah. So what do we know from this morning? Okay. Now, if you can only do one thing, yeah, scream out the shopping method. Yeah, that's right. I'm telling you, we sit around here and talk about stuff all the time. We want to do this. We want to go there. We want to try this product. And I'm telling you, I can pick up my phone and there it is in my feed. It's, we joke about it, but there's I really believe they listen. I don't know, but it just seems kind of odd, doesn't it? So.
Well, it's understanding. It's understanding and knowing how to play this game, marketing and on social media and how to retalk. But because think about it, typically, if it's somebody new, like those of you that may be experiencing me for the first time, you're getting your impression or whatever, right? Now, if I'm running ads and you click on my website, and that's the call to action, and you're in my pixel, now you get the opportunity to continue to learn more about me, our product, our service, what we do for the life of however long that I'm creating ads. You're going to be right there. So I'm giving you, or you're giving me, the opportunity to continue to build the know, like, and trust factor by you consistently seeing me in these ads. So what do people do when they finally purchase something? They finally purchase something from an individual or a company because they've consistently seen them, whether it's through mailers. And a prime example would be the Gecko for insurance. Man, we used to get pieces of advertising from them. At least it seemed like once every 2 weeks for like 2 or 3 months. Which means they had a crazy marketing budget. We don't now, but I would consistently see them. And at one point I thought about, damn, you know what? I keep getting these postcards from them. Maybe I need to call and get an estimate and change my insurance.
Right.
So the same applies to when people are looking at you and when you want them, when they finally make the decision to sell their house, they've been seeing you. They've been seeing these awesome content videos of you sharing tips to help them sell or save money, or ways that they can sell it faster, or being out in the community, whatever, for them to say, you know what, man, I've been seeing their videos. I want to go ahead and give them a call. And also the testimonial videos. I've seen these testimonial videos. Let me go ahead and give them a call. It's the same concept. So you're a marketer before you're a real estate investor.
Right. That's
you really
right.
are.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're dealing with people, you're a marketer.
Absolutely.
In some form. Yeah. So Matt asked, and I'm not sure I understand this. You might have to give me a little bit more information. What's something we should know about that the average person wouldn't know? And I'm lost on that one. I don't know if you.
Well, I just told you the pixel and the retargeting.
That's right.
Sure.
And you're right. That's some valuable information.
I paid a lot of money to learn that.
$5 courses out there that teach that stuff. So yeah, absolutely. Okay. So tell us, a plan of action. Okay. If you're getting started today, you're unsure what to do. What's a good plan of action to get going today and be able to reach some sellers or buyers or whoever you're trying to target?
Sure. Depending on how aggressive you are. And if you're not afraid of being in front of video camera, start with YouTube. Start your channel, make it specific to what you do, what area that you do it in, helping sellers and buyers in Dallas, Texas. I don't know, that's just an idea. They're just giving you a suggestion. And start creating video content. Don't want to do that? Then get on Facebook create you a Facebook business page. Again, make it specific to the area, city that you want to attract buyers and sellers, and start creating and posting content that's relevant and that's helpful for buyers and sellers. So that would be, that's just a real generic type plan of action, but that's
Right.
what I would do.
Right. And your videos don't have to be you. I mean, there are several video services. I know Frank Kern, again, and go back to him, but he uses a service, can't recall the name right now. Jody probably knows if she'll share it. But, you know, where they have some pretty engaging, you know, 15, 30-second videos. The point is to get people to want to click on it and look at it, to what you have to say. Now, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you being in video enhances the trust factor.
Yes.
If you're in front of the video. So that's why that's important.
Absolutely. But also, I'm so glad you brought that up. There's so many apps, and we talk about this, and I actually have a free action guide that I will give, you know, everyone access to at the end of this, where we talk about different resources that you can use in the event you don't want to be in front of the camera all the time, or at least you want to get started, but you want to use like pre-created templates. One ad is called Boosted, Boosted. They have templates that you can use. You can also go on canva.com. Right. And they have all kinds of templates as well for just your image post, for short little video posts. They have templates that you can just plug in your picture or your logo and some text. So it's so many different apps and things that you can use that are super cool. And where a lot of times on the fly, I'm using my phone in the app, and I'll shoot a quick video right quick, and I'll go in that app and I'll do a few edits. I'll add some music to it or voiceover, boom, and I'll send it. So in that particular action guide that I'll give you guys for free, and I appreciate you all for showing up, and those of you that have joined the group or requested, then you'll get access to that. Yeah.
Now, Yvette just said, yep, she signed up. Good for you.
Awesome. Thanks, Yvette.
Get over there.
Glad
yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, glad to have you.
Yeah. And yes, Jody, promos. Now, promo is pretty pricey. Of course, that's a Frank Kern recommendation. But I'm not sure about Boosted, but I know Canva has a free version.
Canva has a free version. Right. Boosted has a free version.
Right.
I'm actually looking through because I have a ton. Impresso is a great app as well. Right. And like I say, I have some that are listed, apps that we recommend that are free, and also, you know, paid versions as well that you can use.
And the resource guide that you're talking about, that's a freebie for everybody.
Oh yeah, that's a freebie for everybody.
Even if they're too shy to ask a question.
Yes.
But now, hey, Dora, good to see you. Yeah, Gail, Tabitha, good to see you this morning. Yes, Matt, it is awesome. Lolita is awesome. But you've got another freebie that you're giving the people that participate here. So tell us about that, because that's pretty awesome too.
Absolutely. So the virtual real estate guide is what my business partner, Carla, and I created in 2020. We saw a need, you know, like I said, as things had changed due to coronavirus and everybody's working from home, and really needed help. And we were getting a lot of questions, you know, what are we going to do? So we put this guide together for realtors, also wholesalers. It's a free action step guide to show you how to buy and sell houses virtually using your cell phone from anywhere. And we have resources that's within that particular action guide that will help you. Again, it's free. It's 13 pages. It's a lot. I know a friend of mine was like, damn, I should have probably charged for this, but we wanted to make sure that we brought a lot of value and really try to kind of, you know, give you a action plan that'll help those of you that are still kind of struggling a little bit with the whole technology and virtual thing. So you'll get access to that.
Okay. Hey, Scott, good to see you. Yeah, so that freebie is for everybody that commented, participated, and Lolita's going to come in later and DM you guys with this product. The resource you talked about earlier, all you guys are lucky. Everybody's going to have access to that. So good for you. So double freebies today, guys.
Yes.
Okay. All righty. So guys, just wrapping up here. We've got a couple more minutes. Tell your friends about what we do here on Thursdays. We're bringing in somebody pretty much every week, somebody great, not as great as Lolita, of course, but we try. Let us know what you're wanting to see here on Thursdays. Send me an email, send me a direct message, tell me a topic that you'd like to learn more about, and we'll get somebody in here to teach you guys and talk about it. Like, comment, share, and do all that kind of stuff. Let's get the viewers up. We want to teach as many people as we can while we're in here. Hey, Farouk, you're quite welcome. I know that I appreciate all you guys. I know Lolita does. Hey, Corey, good to see you. Jennifer, everybody's commenting here. They want your freebie. It sounds great.
Awesome.
Make sure you send me a copy too.
Of course.
If you guys got any more questions, we got a couple more minutes, but anyway, you guys get over. We've posted the link a couple of times. If you haven't, asked to join Lolita's group on social media marketing I think it says real estate agents and whatnot, but a lot of that stuff, if you're trying to get the word out, you're trying to market, it's applicable to us too. So, hey, Tammy, so get over there and do that. Get in her group. She's, not only an excellent teacher, she's just a great person. And I've known her for a long time. So glad to have her on here. Okay. Lolita, if you want to just any final comments to anybody?
William, thank you again for having me. I appreciate you. Everybody that showed up, you're amazing, and look forward to, helping you guys on your journey here with the video and social media marketing. And again, keep in mind, it's all about being and staying relevant in today's world of business. And I appreciate you.
Okay. Guys, thanks for joining us. We appreciate all of you and hope you guys have a fantastic day. Get out there and talk to some sellers and buy some houses. So we'll see you next Thursday on Goat Talk. So until then, you guys have a great day.